Happy Friday, guys. What's up? Welcome into a new episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me on my socials at Sports Talk Matt, and we come back after another winning night. It's been a good week for us. Dallas does not get there, unfortunately. They got beat badly by Detroit, but their team total did come in, and Gibbs did go over 118 rushing and receiving, so it's a 2-1 night, up 0.9 units for the day. That continues a winning week for us as we head to Friday and a big college football day with four games we're going to focus in on. One being a de facto playoff game. Essentially, the winner will go to the playoffs as the group of five representative in the college football playoff. And the other is a rematch of back-to-back Mountain West Conference championship games. Boise, UNLV. We'll get to that here on the podcast. Yes, I work at UNLV. Yes, I am a homer. But we'll get to the play coming up here in just 1 second for UNLV and Boise State. Before we do any of that, though, let me give away what we told you we were going to do in the month of November. That was going to be the Bo Nix signed mini helmet. The winner is Raymond Nolan 3679. If that is you, Raymond Nolan 3679. Your comment, Maction is on a gift for the students at those schools, was selected to win the autographed Bo Nix mini helmet thanks to our friends at pristineauction.com. To claim your prize, email mailbag@fantasypros.com. That's mailbag@fantasypros.com with proof of your subscription to the Betting Pros YouTube channel and your mailing address so we can send you this autographed Bo Nix Denver Broncos mini helmet thanks to pristineauction.com. Now, for the month of December, we're going to give away another mini helmet, but this time it is the George Kittle signed mini helmet that will be given away at the end of the month in December. If you would like to win the autographed George Kittle mini helmet, thanks to pristineauction.com, just go and follow the Betting Pros YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. We're probably not going to get there, but if you haven't subscribed yet, help us out. Go subscribe to the Betting Pros YouTube channel and leave a comment on this video. And that is all you have to do to enter into the contest to win a George Kittle, maybe the best tight end in football, signed mini helmet, San Francisco 49ers mini helmet, thanks to our friends at pristineauction.com. Okay. 2 games, 3 plays. Talk about the first one. UNLV is on the road at Boise. Okay, so here's the thing. This number was 3.5. It is now 5.5. This is the rematch of the last 2 title games, both won by Boise. Boise played against UNLV at home earlier this year. There's a big argument to be had about why New Mexico is not in this game, and I'm here for it. You can argue it, okay? You can argue it. They are more deserving. New Mexico beat UNLV on the road. But the computers, thanks to the win over UCLA and UCLA playing better down the stretch, the computers liked UNLV to play Boise over New Mexico to play Boise. Why? I don't know. Is that a stupid way of determining a 4-way tie? Yes. Will UNLV take it? Yes. UNLV has not won a conference title since 1994 when they won the Big West. Okay? But here is the thing. Maddox Madsen played quarterback in that first matchup. He's hurt. He's not playing in this game. That is a massive deal. Max Cutforth is the quarterback for Boise State. They went 2-2 straight up with him at the quarterback spot. UNLV is facing a much different team and a much different offense in which they faced in the first matchup. I have people that I know at UNLV who have told me that this is a very confident coaching staff up against this quarterback. They were concerned about Maddox Madsen because of his running ability, his leadership ability, and just his overall acumen as a quarterback. They were worried about Madsen they're not as worried about Max Cutforth. UNLV's offense has been tremendous this year. And while you have a dome team going outdoors in the rain, in 40-degree temperatures in Boise, Idaho, concerning, right? I would agree, concerning. I don't love it. However, they went on the road, and you can say, well, Matt, Wyoming is not Boise State, but I'll give it to you. But they went on the road to Wyoming, and that game was in the snow. And they played really well, UNLV. They were on the road. It snowed in October, and they won the game laying 4.5 points. They won the game by 14. They then went to Boise, and they lost by 25. But again, different quarterback. On the road to Colorado State in mid-November. They went to CSU, laying 6. They won by 32 points. 32 points. Okay? On the road, Boise beat CSU at home by 28. They beat Hawaii badly at home. 2.5-point favorites, crushed them by 28. And then they went on the road to go and win the rivalry game against Nevada by 7 points. They were 7-point favorites. They won by 25 points. Last game for Boise on the road against Utah State, they won by a point. 1 point. They've covered a grand total of 1 game in their last 5. The last 4 being played without Madsen Maddox. Once this number got to 5.5, I'm taking UNLV. This is too high. This, I think, is going to be a tighter game than people think. And yes, a wet football could lead towards turnovers, and a dome team from the desert going up to Boise on the blue turf to take on Boise State. UNLV has gotten housed by Boise. I was there the last time they played in the regular season in UNLV. Boise housed them. It was Ashton Genty. It was Madsen Maddox. They killed UNLV. But this is not the same Boise State team that we have seen in the past. They lost to Fresno State at home. They lost to San Diego State at home. Again, no Madsen Maddox. Maybe Boise wins because they're at home. But I got told by somebody that the coaching staff thinks that they got something. The quote I was told was, they think they got something for Boise State. And this could be a turning point moment for this football program for UNLV, with a first-year head coach in Dan Mullins and an offense that can score on anyone. And if the offense for Boise is not as good with a backup quarterback as it has been, UNLV's defense has gotten better down the stretch. It's not great, but it's gotten better down the stretch. And it could be good enough to keep them in this game close. 17 points given up to Nevada, 10 points given up to Hawaii, 26 points given up to Utah State, 10 points given up to Colorado State after they got housed by New Mexico and gave up 40 points. 40-35, the final in that game. They gave up 56 to Boise State. But since then, their defense has really gelled and they've played well. Boise State most likely wins this game by 3. 5.5, it's too heavy. It's too many points. I'm taking UNLV. Call it a homer play, call it a gut play, call it a rumor play, call it whatever you want. I'm taking UNLV. There is a lot of professional money at certain books that have come in and taken UNLV. There's others who have seen big money come in on Boise, and that's why this number has climbed. Once it hit over 5, I like UNLV. Give me the Rebels, plus 5.5 for 1.1 units. Before we talk about the playoff game between Tulane and North Texas, because it is a playoff game happening here tonight, let's talk about our friends at Hard Rock Bet. Have you guys used the opportunity at Hard Rock Bet for you to jump in with a bunch of different things that are going on here? This is a offer that I think people, you've heard me talk about it, but I think it's an offer that you could jump in with here for one of these games tonight. $5 bet. If it wins, you get $150 in bonus bets on top of your winnings. Not only that, if you're in the state of Michigan, the Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook app is now live. If you're into casino games, new customers there can get up to a $1,000 back or get up to $1,000 back in casino bonus if you're not up after 24 hours of playing slots. You can win money or get a casino bonus back. Plus, you get 200 bonus spins. Winnings will be paid out in cash. Don't forget about the Hard Rock Bet Stats Hub with trends, streaks, and stats. And the Hard Rock Bet offers new promos daily. Download the Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook app and make your first deposit today. Let's talk about this game between North Texas and Tulane. Get ready for offense, okay? When you start breaking down these numbers, you start breaking down what each team is capable of doing, it is pretty interesting when you look at the benefit. Tulane will run the ball all over North Texas. And North Texas is going to throw the ball all over Tulane tonight. Neither defense, I think, will have much of a say, even though it is a championship game. North Texas is 5-0 to the over on the road this year. Tulane's at home. Tulane is 1-5, 5-1 to the under at home, and 3 straight games have gone under, but I don't think that's going to happen here because of the defense for North Texas. I think Tulane scores, and they score a lot. Much like the game against Memphis, in which they put up 38 points or 35 points against Florida Atlantic or 37 points against Temple, I think Tulane's going to put up numbers. But on the flip side, so will North Texas. They're going to put up numbers too. They scored 52, 56, and 53 points in their last 3 games. All 3 games have gone over against UAB, Rice, and Temple, giving up 24, 24, and 25 points. When you dig a little deeper into the stats, this is quite remarkable. For North Texas, they are running the ball at 5.4 yards per clip, okay? But Tulane's rush defense is really good, 3.5 yards given up per rush attempt. That is 23rd best, top 25 in the country. But on the flip side, UNT, North Texas, 9.9 yards per pass play. That is 3rd best in the country up against a defense that's giving up 7.4 yards per pass and 251.9 yards per game. North Texas throws the ball for 324.5 yards per game. That's 2nd best in the country, okay? North Texas is going to throw the ball, and they're going to score. On the flip side, Tulane's going to run the ball. Tulane, 4.7 yards per rush, 35th best in the country, up against a defense for North Texas that gives up 5.1 yards per rush. That's 118th in the country, and they give up 224.2 yards on the ground per game. That's 133rd worst in college football. Now, Tulane can pass a little too, 8.1 yards per pass play, up against a pretty good secondary for North Texas, 6.3 yards per pass play. That's 22nd best in the country, so it's good on good when it comes to that. 248 yards passing per game for Tulane, 171.6 given up for North Texas. That number of 324.5 yards per game passing is incredible for North Texas. This is going to be a ton of fun to watch. The winner of this game, the winner of the American, will be in the college football playoff. It's a play-in game, essentially. We get a playoff game here tonight. Tulane, they're well-balanced. They're at home. Both offenses are going to go off. This is going to be an absolute barn burner. I cannot wait to watch this game. But I think if we're looking at points here and looking at home dogs in a championship game setting, I'm almost always going to take points, okay? If you give me points, I'm going to take it. In particular, I think we're going to see a ton of offense. The total is 66.5 for this game, but go find 3. I don't want 2.5. I want 3. There's 3s in the market, but we're taking Tulane plus 3 at home, and we're taking the over 66.5 between North Texas and Tulane. I think we're in for an awesome football game here in the American for a championship. But we're taking points here, plus 3 for Tulane. North Texas and Tulane over 66.5. You couple that with UNLV in the Mountain West Conference Championship game at plus 5.5 up against Boise State, and there are your plays for Friday. That's it. We're just doing college football. We're going to watch 2 games in college football. I can't wait to watch 2 championship games. Let's have some fun tonight and watch some championship college football. My name's Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all my socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning, wherever you guys get your podcasts. It is the Daily Juice.